What beloved community means to me, and I'm going to borrow from the presiding bishop here. One of his sermons talks about e pluribus unum, out of many one. Beloved community is how we knit together as the body of Christ in the world, point to something larger than we are as individuals. It is our community that creates that gospel imperative of who we are as the body of Christ in the world.
For us at CPG, supporting becoming beloved community is second nature because it's consistent with our values as an organization. What we do to help the church become beloved community is we've been asked to collect demographic data so that the church can know its truth. It's been a really great opportunity to collect this demographic data for the church because it's given us insights about race, ethnicity, diversity that we just didn't have before. Now that we have it, we're able to help the church understand patterns and have conversations that it's really been wanting to have for a long time. The demographic data we've collected thus far has helped us understand different compensation patterns or have confirmed different compensation patterns that we've seen or suspected around the church. It's important to collect demographic data on gender, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, because the church really wants to understand if those distinctions make a difference in terms of compensation, in terms of, in our case, pensions. The church wants to make sure it is being not only diverse, but that it's being equitable and it's being inclusive. And collecting this data really helps the church understand where it stands, where the gaps are, and what work needs to be done. So far, we've collected demographic data from 41% of clergy serving the Episcopal Church. That number is large enough to make some observations, but we really hope the number will get larger. Based on the 41% who we have heard from, we have learned that overall compensation patterns between clergy of color and white clergy are essentially the same. There are some minor differences, but they are slight. Where we see differences are between male and female clergy, particularly as their tenures become longer and longer. We also do see some differences between white male clergy and clergy of color who are men. The differences are not large, but they should be explored by the church. Once the church understands its truth, understands the identities that its clergy claim and the impact that that may have on compensation, the church can continue having the conversations it wants to have towards greater parity, and that's powerful.